world's largest garment industries, worth approximately $18 billion. Approximately 4,000 textile factories operate in the country, with many of them needing urgent safety upgrades. Textiles make up 80% of the country's exports, many of which are destined for North America and Europe. Investigators in the U.S. are spending the weekend trying to piece together the details behind the Boston bombings. The boat used as a hiding spot by the surviving suspect has now been moved to an FBI storage facility. And as Robin Stickley reports, authorities have been combing a landfill near his school.
Saturday morning at a Little League diamond near Boston that is now dedicated to the youngest victim of the Marathon bombings. Martin Richards' jersey hangs from the fence as his teammates take the field without him. On Boylston Street, crowds lay flowers and leave running shoes. We're living through this, all of us together. Meanwhile, FBI agents are picking through a landfill not far from the university attended by bombing suspect Johar Tsarnaev. The search for his discarded laptop.
Mass closures at culls and poultry operations. Its effect on the Chinese economy and the small-scale producers who depend on the trade is likely to be severe. Paul Johnson, Global News, Beijing.
Royal watchers were among the hundreds gathered at Toronto's Queen's Park today as Prince Philip presided over a military ceremony. Yesterday, the 91-year-old became the first royal to be awarded the Order of Canada. And as Cindy Palm explains, the prince paid tribute to Canadian troops before wrapping up his visit.
This military ceremony here at the Ontario Legislature is different than your typical one.
That's Prince Philip. That's Prince Philip.
The Duke of Edinburgh made a special visit during the anniversary of the Battle of York. He presented a ceremonial flag to the 3rd Battalion of the Royal Canadian Regiment, the regiment where he has been Colonel-in-Chief for 60 years.
In a world where there is so much senseless violence, the regiment has an enviable reputation for peacekeeping.
So people are commemorating the 200th anniversary of the most traumatic day in Toronto's history when the Americans invaded and occupied the city for several days. It was burned, it was looted. That was a major event in the War of 1812. And of course, the outcome of the war being that the U.S. government failed to conquer Canada. Spectators lined the parade route through the heart of downtown Toronto as more than 1,500 soldiers marched by. Doug's son is one of them.
It's my 71st birthday.
Today?
Yes.
Isn't that
Isn't
sweet?
it nice of them to throw this parade for me? I'm so delighted.
For these men and women that are in the uniform, they give their lives for us.
Prince Philip also talked about the sacrifice of troops.
I appreciate that it takes you away from your families and friends, so I know that they